Okay, here how accounts and list of charts of accounts means charts of ledgers, or we can also say charts of accounts. Okay, the list of ledger of manufacturing companies is how we have to enter in Tally ERP9. Okay, let's create the ledger in ledger of manufacturing concerns in Tally ERP9. Okay, first let's create another company. Okay, Alt F3, create company, manufacturing company, private. Okay, like manufacturing company, manufacturing private limited. Okay, manufacturing private limited. If you want to put address, you can put insert into the address here India. If you want to take India, any other country you can take, state. If you want to take anything you can take as you wish. Pin code, telephone number, email. If you want to enter your company email, you can enter. Accounts with inventory is compulsory for any manufacturing trading organization. Okay, 2008. Okay, no problem, you can take 2000. This allow opening educational years. Okay, Tally value added password. If you have, you can put a password for Tally. Now we are not putting this one. We will see in other videos. Security control also we will see in other videos. Rupees, yes. Okay, Indian rupees, yes. Decimal, we don't want any decimal. Okay, is symbol suffix to amounts? Okay, no. Show amount in million? No, we don't want to show this in million. Put space between symbol and amount? Yes. Decimal places? No. Okay, so now the Tally is creating its new company, manufacturing company. Let's see how different types of charts of accounts are prepared. First, let's create okay, so select the company, select Alt F3, select manufacturing private limited. Okay, here go to accounting info. You can find nothing is here. We don't have anything alter, just cash in profit and loss. By default charts of accounts is here, nothing else. So now first create the assets, then liabilities, then income and then expenses. Okay, first we are going to create fixed assets. Okay, first we are going to create fixed asset first. Okay, assembling table, okay, assembling tables under fixed assets. Building, if you have branch, we can also put like side here branch. Okay, if we have some time we have branches also. Then cabinet manufacturing machine, cabinet manufacturing machines. Okay, under fixed asset. Then cell phone, for branch, cell phone. If we give cell phone to branch, so we can put here branch. Then computer, okay, for main or for branch, here write computer, right here branch. Okay, now electrical fittings, electrical fitting means like ACs, fans, bulbs. Okay, electrical fitting for company, electrical fitting for branch. Electrical fittings for branch, in bracket branch. Okay, now furniture fixture and fixtures, fixtures normal, then furniture for branch. Okay, furniture for branch also. Statistic electricity resistant, statistic electric resistance. Okay, if anything, like we are using this kind of thing also. Voltage parameter, voltage parameter, under fixed assets. Okay, this is the fixed assets. Now we can also create deposits, like if any deposit we are using, so we can create deposits here. Security deposit, security deposit for example telephone, phone, under deposit. Security deposit, security deposit for rent. Okay, this is we have created. Now for Sandy debtors, we are not going to make not local and Australian debtors, we are only creating Sandy debtors. Okay, multiple, we are creating total at a time, totally. Sandy debtors. Okay, Akron clothing, Akron clothing, Akron clothing under Sandy debtors. Again, Concord packing services, packing services under Sandy debtors. Now Informatics India Private Limited, Informatics India Private Limited. Okay, now Interflex Corporation, Interflex Corporation. Okay, under Sandy debtors. Now Softdesk system, Softdesk system. Okay, now Toons animation. Okay, now again let's prepare last one, MS Wintech, MS Wintech computers. Okay, this is the Sundry debtors. Now in asset sides, create some more thing. For example, in Singer, investment in bonds, investment in bonds, in for example 6% bonds under investments. Okay, now loan and advance. If anything, now current assets. I'm going to prepare at a time, means multiple current assets. Okay, interest accrued, interest accrued under current assets. Again, advance advance income tax, if any. Okay, now tax paid on capital goods, if any. Okay, no problem. So I prepared 2. Then again, bank, we can take ABC bank. Okay, sorry. Okay, ledger ABC bank, ABC bank, under bank account. Okay, starting from 2000, okay, April or 1st January, under bank account. Another thing, cash already by default, but petty cash we have to prepare. Petty cash, under cash in hand. Okay, then branch under branch and division. Okay, if any amount we send to branch, means branch and division. Preliminary expenses. Preliminary expenses means it's a formation expenses of business, means miscellaneous expenses. It's on asset side. Okay, this is the assets which we have created already. Now let's go to the liabilities sides. Okay, liability sides, first we are going for syndicators. Go to the multiple, will take multiple creditors at a time. It will take very short period of time. Syndicators, it won't take much time. Syndicators, SC loan system. Okay, under syndicators. Another one, Mohan Bhargav. Another one, Rahim Computers. Another one, Spin and Spine, or is Spick and Span traders. Now Ultratech Computers. Now Tech Service Limited. Any other thing? No. Close it. Again, for example, if any dividend we are going to pay, it will be key, like proposed dividend under current liabilities. Okay, for the provision, take some multiple provision will come under current liability to meet the future contingencies or to payable, like for example, convenience expenses payable. Convenience expenses payable under provisions. Again, electricity expenses payable. Electricity expenses payable. Now rent expenses payable. Now salary expenses payable. Salary expenses payable. Now telephone expenses payable. expenses payable. Okay, these kind of some of the provisions which we have taken. For example, any secured or unsecured loan we can take here. Smith and Brothers, for example, Smith and Brothers, unsecured loan we have bring from them. So if we brought any unsecured loan, then it come under unsecured loan. Okay, so any other thing, for example, now income and expenses. Okay, but capital also we didn't take the capital. Okay, for example, equity share capital, equity share capital under capital account. Okay, then general reserve under reserve and surplus. Okay, then again drawings under capital account. Okay, okay, now create incomes. Okay, for example, if any gain or losses, you can say forex gain or loss, forex gain or loss, it come under indirect income. And two more, for example, multiple we can create indirect income, we can create in multiple. Okay, for if 2 3 4 5 interest on bond, for example, we prepaid bond, so here indirect income, interest on which bond, just now we paid 6% bonds. Okay, investment, it's come under indirect income. Now interest receive, any other interest receive. Okay, okay, interest received. Interest receive. Anything other? No. Now indirect. Okay, direct expenses, then indirect expenses. For example, go to multiple ledgers, direct expenses. For example, direct expenses, overhead and wages. Overhead and wages, direct expenses. Now create indirect expenses. For the ledger, create ledgers for indirect expenses. Okay, for the now advertisement expenses, advertising expenses under indirect expenses. Second, bank charges, then carriage outwards, then convenience expenses, now Convenience expenses are branch, convenience expenses, branch, then depreciation, depreciations, depreciation, then electricity expenses for company and electricity expenses for branch. Okay, now interest on loan, interest on loan under indirect expenses, and now internal audit expenses. Okay, then maintenance expenses, maintenance expenses. If it is for branch, then right here branch. Okay, now after maintenance expenses, preliminary expenses written off, preliminary expenses written off under indirect expenses. Printing and stationery, printing and stationery expenses. Then rent expenses, salary expenses, rent expenses, salary expenses. Okay, these are the some of another we can also take with another. For example, selling and distribution expenses, selling and distribution expenses. Salary to staff, branch, salary to staff, branch. Next, telephone expenses and telephone expenses, branch, telephone expenses, telephone expenses, branch. Some of the purchase and sales also we can create here. For example, if we are preparing for example under sales account, for example sales 4%, sales at the rate 4%, and sales at branch okay, and sales export, sales export, and sales CST, this we can maintain easily here. Now do same thing in purchase. Okay, for example purchase account, okay, select purchase. Now purchase at 4%, purchase at the rate 4%, under purchase account and purchase CST, purchase CST. Okay, now let's see after purchase CST, purchase maintenance service if anything. Okay, this is the purchase. Okay, and carriage inwards, tax on purchase, we can input CST, tax on purchase. For example, expenses on purchase, tax on purchase. Okay, and another thing what we can do here is purchase account, expenses on purchase, tax on purchase, expenses on purchase, purchase account, tax on purchase, purchase. First we have to create some group. Let's see, create expenses on purchase under purchase account. Group behave like a subgroup. Yes, select. Okay. Then tax on purchase, tax on purchase, this should be calculated separately. Under purchase account, group behave like subgroup. Okay, now here some expenses we create here under ledger, some ledger. Okay, for example, what we can do is input VAT. Okay, for input CST, input CST, it's input CST is tax on purchase. Select tax on purchase. Now carriage inwards, carriage inwards comes under expenses on purchase, means it's a expenses which incurred on purchase, during the purchase, on or on purchase. Okay, now output to input, other input VAT we didn't take it, other input VAT, so we also have to take that one. So now let's take that one. Before that we have to enable something. For example, what we have to enable? F11 features. Okay, here statutory tax and taxation. Okay, manufacturing company VAT. Okay, enable it, alter VAT, enable it. Okay, then CST, is it shown? CST, friend benefit tax collector, TDS, VAT. CST is including in VAT only. Set alter. Okay, with the VAT it will automatically come. Let's see. Now accounting info, multiple ledger. Here in multiple ledger, duties and taxes, VAT comes under duties and taxes. Input VAT. Let's create separate, no problem, it is better. Input VAT at 4% on duties and taxes. On VAT, this is input VAT 4%, no. On VAT rate, not applicable, accept it. Then input. Okay, another thing, output. Output VAT at 4%. Under duties and taxes, on VAT, this is output VAT 4%. Select output VAT 4%, not applicable. On VAT rate, not applicable. Okay, then output CST 4%. Output CST at the rate 4%. Duties and taxes, here take CST, here interstate sale, this here take 4%. On total sale, not applicable. Okay, now VAT adjustment account. VAT adjustment account, this one also prepare under duties and taxes. Others, no percentage. Okay, this is how we prepare ledgers in Tally for manufacturing company. Okay.